What's up guys, welcome to Coding Realtime. So today we are going to build this WhatsApp mini feature app. Okay, so what this app does is like it will let you log in with your profile picture, right? So let's say I'm logging from user 1, right? And here user 2, right? And I can upload pictures also. Let's say like this. Okay. So uh, there is basic chat functionality. So hi from user 1, right? So you can see the preview, and when once you click on this tab, you can see the actual message, right? You can actually reply um, hello from user 2. Okay, so this is a basic chat functionality. You can actually send the attachments, or you can say pictures. So you can click here and you can send the pictures like this, right? And the cool thing is you can actually send the voice messages, right? So let's try this. Hi, hi man, how are you? This is cool, right? Let me play for you. Hi, hi man, how are you? This is cool, right? So there are some more basic functionalities, like when a user is typing here, you can see the typing text is here, right? Then this online feature. So let's say this user is online right now, and when I close this window, you can see last seen today at 7 p.m., right? And the time is 7 7. Okay, and once this user comes back, so you can see again online, right? And once you click on this, it will load all the previous messages. So this is a basic functionality. I hope you like this. So let's code this thing, right? In front end, I'm using React. Backend is Nodejs backend, Express server, and socket, and just for communication, chatting purpose, right? And storing those messages, I'm using MongoDB. Okay, and the online and offline or and this time, uh, you can see here, right? This is coming from Redis. So I put one caching layer where uh, it's not actually a caching in this app, right? It's just I'm storing the online and offline activity of the user. When user logs in, I just put one entry in the Redis, and when user is offline, I'm just doing one more entry, right? So that thing is coming from Redis. Okay. Um, okay. So I will explain you like step by step once we like write those things. Okay. Hope you will enjoy this video. So we'll create one directory. So that will be WhatsApp app clone. We'll go into that directory. We'll create a React application, right? So that command will be npx react app. Okay, so I will just copy this. Okay, and we'll create a directory called client like this. Okay, so it will create a React application inside a client folder. So why we are doing this? Because outside this client folder, we have to later we have to set up a node server, right? So that's why we are doing this. Okay, we'll wait for this. Okay, so this thing is done. We can check. So client is already there, right? So we'll go into client. I will just open this in VS Code. Okay, so here is the project. Inside source, you can see the files, right? So now we can run this project from here. So we'll write npm start. Okay, so it's starting the development server. So one more thing I want to tell you is the node version I'm using is, I guess, 12. It's 12.18, right? Okay, so it's already started, right? So this is the app. Okay, now first I will install Nodejs. Okay, so we'll go here and we'll write npm I dash dash save. Okay, and that will be node hyphen sas, and the version I'm using is 4.14.1. Okay, so Node.js is installed. So I will just change this file from CSS to SCSS. Okay, so SCSS, right? So here also we have to change SCSS. Okay, so let's delete everything from here. So here also we'll delete everything. So we'll start from here. This is a main div, that is app. Okay, so here we'll create a two section. One is left side and one is right. Okay, I can show you the pictures. So this is a left section and this is a right section. Okay, so here we'll create two divs. So first one is left side and the second one is right side. So in left section, so we need three more components. One is this top one is this search bar, and third one is this card section, right? So we'll create these thing as a component. So let's call this component profile section. So profile section, right? Like this. The second one is search people. Okay, and the third one is chat cards listing, like this, right? Okay, so now we'll start creating these components. Okay, so in the source folder we'll create one folder that is components. Okay, here we'll create a profile section. Okay, and inside profile section we'll create profile section.js, and one is profile section.scss, right? So inside profile section, so we'll write const profile section. So this will be a functional component, exports default, then profile section, like this. Okay, and in this component we have to return something, right? For now we'll just return, let's say, one h1 tag, and that will be profile section. Okay, this will be export. So let's go here. I will just comment this for now. Okay, we'll import this profile section. So import profile section from profile section, right? This file. Okay, now if you go here, it will show you profile section here, right? So let's create all other components like search people and card listing. So I will just, so inside this component I will create search people first. Okay, same thing, search people.js and search people.scss, right? So here also we'll just write const search people functional component, and we'll return h1 search people, right? And here we'll export default, like this. Okay, so here we'll import this one like this, and same thing for card listing also. I will just copy this one only, and I will just rename everything. Here also. Okay, so basic structure for the left side is done like this, right? So so we'll start with this left side, left section only. Okay, so I will just close everything. Okay, so in profile section we'll create one div. Okay, and that will be profile hyphen section. Okay, inside here we'll create one more div, and that will be image container. Okay, here we'll just put one image, and after this we'll create one more div, and that will be action items. So this will be a logout button, logout like this. So we'll just take some image for now. So let's put this here. Okay, this is very big picture. Okay, so I will just open the CSS right side. Okay, so it will be easy for you to see. So first we'll write profile section CSS. Okay, so here we'll write display flex, then align item center. Okay, justify content will be space between, and background color ed, right? Some gray color, I don't know. So min height will be 59 px, padding will be 0, then 15 px, right? We'll import this CSS here so we can see the changes. So we'll just write import profile section dot scss, right, like this. So inside this we'll write this image container CSS, width 40 px, height also 40 px, border radius that will be 50%, and overflow will be hidden. Display flex, align item center, then justify content also center, and this background color this will be again some gray color. Okay, and the font size will be 25 px, and the color, so this will make sense later, right? Then the border will be 1 px solid, and again some gray color. Inside this image width 100%, height also 100%. This will create something like this, right? So here we'll write username also, just for sake of like understanding which user is login, right? So we'll write some name, so like this. Okay, so now we'll write this search bar. Okay, I will close everything. And I will open that search people component, right? I will open SAS for this also. Okay, so here we'll import this SCSS first. So import, then search people dot SCSS, right, like this. Okay, here we'll create one div, and the class name will be search, and inside this we'll create one input, and here the placeholder will be search. So this will look something like this, right? We'll do some styling. So here we'll write search, and we'll write minimum height, that will be 49 px, Background color, that will be hash F6 F6 F6. So this is a very light gray color. Then this display flex, align item center, then justify content also center, and position relative. So this position relative is for this icon, right? So because we'll give position absolute for this icon, so we have to give the parent position relative. And for this icon we'll use font awesome. For input, we'll write width 100% minus 80 px, like this. Then height will be 30 px, and border none. So border radius will be 20 px. That will be rounded input box, right? And padding left will be 50 px. Okay, outline, this will be none. Then font size, this will be 16 px, and color will be some gray color, and that will be 91 91 91, right? So it will look something like this. So now we need that font, right? So for that we have to install font awesome. So we'll do that now. Okay, here I will just open one more terminal. So for this we have to install font awesome things. So one is this core. So we'll write npm I dash dash save, this one, this icon also. So npm I dash dash save, like this. And the third one is react font awesome. So we'll write npm I dash dash save. Okay, so we can close this one and this one also, right? And here, before this CSS file, CSS import, right? We'll import, we'll write import from, so at the rate font awesome, react font awesome. Okay, and we will take font awesome icons, right? We'll import one more thing from font awesome. So this will be svg icons from font awesome, right? So here we'll import fa search, and we can use this fa search to show the icon, right? So here we'll write font awesome icon, and here we can write icon, and that will be fa search, like this, right? Now if you check here, it will show you the icon, right? So now we have to do some styling for this icon. So I can give one class name, and that will be icon block. Okay, here I will write icon block, like this, and the position will be absolute, left 30 px. The color of this icon will be 919191, and the font size will be 14 px. So now if you see, so it's in a perfect place. Okay, so let's start writing this chat card listing. So I will close these files also. So we'll open this one SAS file also. Okay, so here we'll create these cards, right? So any user is logged in, so that will show here one card, and that card is that user, right? So let's say apart from this user one, there is a user 2, user 3, user 4. So all those users apart from this user one, they will list down here. Okay, so let's create this one. So here we'll write one div, and the class name will be chat cards listing, like this, right? So inside we'll create one more div, and that will be cards, or maybe card. Okay, here we'll create one more div, and that will be an image container. Okay, and here we'll write image. Okay, and the source of image is we'll take that image only, which we give in the profile section, right? So we'll just copy this one for now, like this, and the alt text for this image is image, right? So after this we'll write one more div, and that will be, for this class name will be card detail, and inside card detail we'll write one h4 tag, and the class name will be title, and here we'll write the name of the person, let's say user1. After this, one p tag, and this is a description, or you can say whenever any recent message came, so that message preview is here, and uh, whenever user is typing, that thing will show here. We'll write something like this, right? And the class name for this will be description, right? So after this we'll create one more div, and the class name will be time. So here we'll show the time, let's say something 10:20 p.m., and we'll create one more div. The class name will be action button. Okay, here we'll put some icons. Okay, so now here also we need font awesome. Okay, like this I will just import our SAS also, chat listing.scss. So now here we'll give icon. Okay, we have to import this icon here also, like this. Okay, we'll pick this one, and we'll write overflow y auto, then we'll take the card, and here we'll write display flex, align item will be center, then padding will be 0 and 15 px, so min height will be 72 px, border, so border bottom will be 1 px solid, and triple E, that gray color, right? And position relative. Okay, and inside this we'll take this image container, and here we'll write width 50 px, height will be 50 px, border radius will be 50%, that will be round. Okay, and overflow hidden, then background will be gray color, light gray. Okay, so border 1 px solid. Okay, and triple D, right? Display will be flex, then align item will be center, then justify content also center, right? Like this. The font will be 25 px, and the color will be 555, dark gray color, right? So inside this we'll take image, and here we'll write width 100%, and height is also 100%, and here we'll take this time class, so this one, and here we'll write position absolute. So because we need that time hanging here, right? So we have to write position absolute, and we have to set the left and right for this, uh, and the top will be 15 px, right will be 15 px again, and the font size will be 12 px, and the color for this text is, okay, so it will look something like this. Now for these action buttons, so we'll take this class. So this will be position absolute again, then top will be 55%, right will be 15 px, and display flex, and color will be, I think, the same color. Okay, so now we'll write that card hover. So whenever you hover on this card, so it will just give one hover effect. So we'll write and is to hover. So here we'll write background. So that will be F5, F5, F5. Cursor is to pointer. Okay, like this. So it will give you the hover effect. I think this should be inside this braces, right? So here, okay, so for this card detail, we'll write some CSS. So here I will write margin left, that will be 15 px. Okay, and the flex will be 1, and inside there is a title and a description. Okay, so for the title I will just write font weight, and that will be 500. uh, Margin will be 0. Okay, margin bottom, that will be 5 px, and color 333. Okay, and for description, okay, for this margin 0. Okay, color, so this will be 0 0 and 00 00 99, like this. Okay, and font size, this will be 15 px. Okay, so now this will look something like this. So this is looking cool, right? So now if you repeat this card, so it will actually create multiple users. Okay, here, so like this. See, like this. Cool, right? So we'll just delete everything. So this is also finished. So now we'll move to the right section of this design, this one. So I will close everything again. So here we'll create one component, and that will be chat section. So first we'll create this component. So this component will take care of all these three sections, right? So this header, this body, and this form, small mini form, right? So here we'll import this one. So like this, and we'll create this here inside component. Okay, so here we'll create one JS file also. So here we'll write const, again functional component, and we'll write return, so h1. So this is right side, and here we'll just export default and the chat section. Okay, here we already imported this, so it will show the right section. Okay, so now we have to style this left and right section, right? So we'll go into this app.js, and we'll open app.scss also. Okay, so here I will just pick this app, and here I will write display flex, then align item center. Okay, justify content space between. Okay, then after that, left side, this one. Okay, here I will write width 35%, display flex. Okay, flex direction will be column, and height will be VH 100 VH, and border So border right, this will be 1px solid, then some gray color, right? Then right side, so this will be flex 1. Okay, display will be flex. Okay, and flex direction will be column, and height will be 100 vh. Okay, so now if you check, so it will look something like this. Okay, now it's looking like an app, right? This is a left section and this is a right section. So now we'll just build this one, this section, the header, the body and the form. Okay, so for this I will just close this one. So for this, inside the chat section, okay, so we'll start creating a components. So the first component will be chat header. Okay, so I will just create this component inside components component. So like this, chat header.js and chat header.scss. Okay, and inside chat header.js I will just write const chat header. Okay, and I will just return something, maybe h1 in chat header only, and I will just export default chat header, right, like this. Okay, so inside chat section I will just import this one. So import chat header from chat header. Yeah, so it says chat header, right? So same thing, we'll create one more component or maybe two more component. So the second one will be chat and the third one will be chat form. So this should be come inside fragment, right? Like this. Okay, so now we'll create this chat component inside the component folder. So chat, then chat.js and chat.scss. Okay, so here also we'll just write const chat, then we'll just return h1 that says chat and we'll export default. Okay, like this. So for chat form also I'll just copy paste this uh, chat folder only. So here I will just write chat form. Okay, here also I will just rename. Okay, like this. And inside this JS also I will just rename these three. Okay, so this is done. So here inside chat section I will just import these two also. So this one will be chat and this will be chat form, like this. Okay, so chat header, chat and chat form, right? So we'll start like creating these components or maybe JSX, right, for this chat header. So this should look something like this: one image, then header, some small text, I don't know, then some button here, right, or maybe action button. Okay, so we'll just go into chat header. I will just close everything again. So chat header, and I will just open SCSS also. Okay, so here chat header, so we'll create a div. Okay, and the class name will be chat header. Okay, inside this we'll create one more div and that says image container. Okay, here we need an image, so I will just copy paste from there only that profile section. Okay, this one. Okay, so we need font also. I think I will copy that also now only. So it was in, I think here, right? So I will just copy paste these two things. Okay, like this. Okay, so now, so I just formatted the file, right? Okay, so after this image container, so I will just create one more div, and the class name will be card detail. So here inside I will just create h4 tag. This is just a, I think, username. So we can write user1 or whatever, and the class name will be title. Okay, so here we'll create a p tag, and I will just write online for now, and the class name will be description dsc. Okay, after this we'll create one more div, and the class name for this div will be action items. Okay, and inside this we'll create a font awesome icon. So, okay, and the icon, so this will be ellipsis, right? So here we'll write fa ellipsis, and this I think this v wala, okay, this one, right? We'll just copy paste here only. So if we look this, so it will look something like this. We'll just style this now. So here, okay, I will just take this chat header. I will write display flex. Okay, align item center, then justify content space between. Background color will be some gray color, so ed, right? Some gray color. Then min height, this will be 59 px, and padding will be 0, then 15 px. Then image container, okay, here we'll write width 40 px and height also 40 px. Border radius, this will be 50%, so we need a circle here. Overflow hidden, display flex, then align item center, justify content center, then background, so this will be triple E, right? And font size will be 25 px, and color will be hash 555. Okay, so inside this we'll just write image, and the width will be 100% and height also 100%. Okay, so here after this image container we'll write action is action items. So here we'll write color, and that will be 919191, and icon block, so this will be padding 10 px, and cursor is to pointer, right? We forgot to import the CSS file here, so we'll just write import, then chat header dot scss. So it will look like this. So I think this is also complete. Okay, so now we'll create this body section in the form section. So I will just close this again. Okay, we'll go to the chat section. Okay, so inside this chat component we'll create a div. Okay, the class name for this div will be chat, and inside this chat we'll create a span. Okay, like this, and here we'll give class name, right? Like this. So let's say I just write in my name. Okay, so after this span, okay, so there will be a p tag, and this is the actual message, right? Like this. So this is a message, and after this we'll write one span. Okay, here the class name will be time. So this will be the actual time. So let's say 10:50 p.m., something like that. Okay, so now we'll start styling this one. So I will just open SCSS for this, and we'll import this SCSS also. So I will just write import and then chat.scss. Okay, like this. So here we'll write chat. So I think we'll create one more the parent div here, and that will be chat section. So like this, and we'll move everything inside that. Okay, like this. I will just format the code. So we have a chat section, then chat, and then these three elements, right? So here first we'll write chat section. Okay, so this will be flex 1, and the background color will be E5, then triple D5, right? Okay, then the padding, this will be 20 px and 20 px. Okay, overflow Y, this will be scroll. Okay, then we'll create a chat. Okay, here line height 22 px, then padding will be 15 px, and background will be white. Okay, like this. Then border radius, this will be 11 px, margin bottom, so this will be 20 px. Okay, we'll write clear both. Then min width, this will be 50 px, and position relative. Okay, so now here after this we'll write after. So and is to after. Okay, so here we'll write content. Okay, like this, and this position will be absolute, width will be 0, then height will be 0. Okay, top will be 0. Okay, and bottom, this will be auto. Border is to 22 px solid. Okay, here after this we'll write message, this class. So here we'll write color is to, this is a black color. Font size will be 15 px, and margin will be 5 px, 0, then 15 px, and then 0. So after this time, so here we'll write position absolute. So bottom will be 5 px, right will be 10 px. Okay, color, so this will be hash 00000073, right? Okay, then font size will be 11 px. So time is also complete. Then after that, so I will create two new class. So one is you and the second one is me. So I will explain you what these class will do. Okay, so inside you, so I will just write float left, margin right 10%, font size 14 px. So left will be 15 px. Okay, so inside this only I will just write and is to after, and inside this after we'll write left minus 12 px. Okay, right will be auto, and border color will be white, then transparent, and then again transparent, right? So after this we'll just write name, and font weight will be 500. Okay, and color will be 36CD96. Okay, so now inside me, then I will write float left again, and margin left, this will be 10%. Okay, background, so this will be hash dbf8c6. Okay, so this one, then right will be 15 px. Inside this also we'll write after, so and is to after. So here we'll write left auto, right minus 12 px. Okay, and border, so border color, so this will be hash dbf8c6. Okay, then again transparent and transparent. Okay, so now here is here after this chat. Okay, so I can just write you, so this will just apply this class and the chat class also. So now if you check, it will look something like this. So now if you want this right side chat, you can just copy this whole thing and paste one more time and just write me here. So it will give you, so this kind of effect, right? So now we have to check why it's not like taking full width. 1 second. Okay, I think we have to write float right here inside me. I have to write float right. So now this will look something like this. So this is looking like a chat, right? Okay. So now we'll create this form. Okay, we'll just close everything again. Okay, we'll go inside this form. So inside this chat form, we'll create one div. Okay, the class name will be chat form. So here we'll create one more div. So this will be action button. Okay, so here we'll write some font awesome, right? So I will just copy paste again those two lines, those two import lines. I think it will be inside this one. Here we'll write font awesome icon, and the icon will be FA smile. Okay, this one. And here one more icon will be there, and that icon will be I think the file sharing option. So I think that icon is FA paperclip. So this one. So we'll just copy paste here also. So after this, we'll write one input. Okay, the placeholder for this input is message. Okay, and the class name will be chat input. So after this input, we have to again uh, create one icon, and that will be FA microphone, right? That will be microphone, I guess. Microphone, this one. So we have to give one class name here also, and that class name will be icon block. So I think this is also done, but we have to write the styling for this, right? So this looks something like this. So now let's open the CSS file for this and import also. So import chat form dot scss like this. Okay, so now we'll pick this chat form, okay, here, and we'll write background color. So that will be ed, right? This one. Okay, the min height for this will be 59 px, and display, sorry, so display flex and align item center and justify content space between. So now the second will be action button. So here also display flex. Okay, so this is straightforward. So we'll give the class for these icons also. So I will just copy paste these class here also, right, like this, and we'll style this icon here. Okay, and for icon block we'll write padding 0, then 15 px. Okay, font size, okay, where is font size, sorry. So font size, so this will be 25 px. So color will be hash 9d 9d 9d, right? And opacity, so this will be 0.6. And we'll create one active class for this. So whenever this button is active, that time color will be some darker color or maybe some other color, I don't know. So maybe we'll give some green color, hash 46c756, right, like this. Okay, and we'll just give the hover effect also. So hover, so here we'll just write opacity 0.9. Okay, and cursor is to pointer. Okay, like this. So after this we'll write chat input. So this chat input is actual input box. Okay, so here we'll write flex 1, then height will be 40 px. Border, we don't need border for this input, so this will be none. Okay, border radius, so border radius will be 20 px, and padding is 0.20, so 0 and 20 px. Outline, so this will be none. uh, Font size will be 16 px, and color, so this will be gray color, right? So it will be 555 dark gray color. So we can check how this is looking. So this is looking something like this. So I think this thing is also finished. So you can see the hover effect also, and we created one active class also here, right? So this one. So if you just put this active class here, so it will look something like this, right? So this will come later, that's fine. So I think our HTML and CSS is done. So now we'll move to the login page.